Have you ever pondered over the fact that the universe, the vast cosmos that we are a tiny part of, is constantly expanding? This isn't just a speculative thought. It's a reality that has been studied and confirmed by scientists worldwide. The concept of an ever-growing universe might seem unfathomable, but it's a conclusion that has been drawn from various scientific theories and observations. Let's take a step back in time to the very beginning, to something known as the Big Bang Theory. This theory suggests that the universe was born from an infinitely dense point and has been expanding ever since. But how do we know that the universe is expanding, you might ask? Well, scientists have used various tools and observations to reach this conclusion. They've studied light from distant galaxies, observed cosmic microwave background radiation, and much more. So, the universe isn't static as we might perceive from our little corner in it. It's dynamic, constantly growing, and we're a part of this mesmerizing journey. Now you might be wondering, how can we possibly comprehend this massive, complex concept of an expanding universe? Well, let's break it down. Imagine space as a vast, infinite fabric. It's not static but is constantly stretching, much like an elastic band being pulled in all directions. This stretching of space is what we refer to as the expansion of the universe. But what does this mean for the galaxies within this infinite fabric? As space stretches, galaxies, much like dots on our theoretical elastic band, move away from each other. This doesn't mean the galaxies themselves are moving through space, but rather space itself is expanding, carrying the galaxies along for the ride. An intriguing piece of evidence for this cosmic expansion is something scientists call redshift. When light from distant galaxies reaches us, it appears redder than it should be. This is because as space expands, the light waves traveling through it also stretch, shifting their color towards the red end of the spectrum. It's a cosmic version of a Doppler effect. What's even more mind-boggling is that this expansion isn't happening from a single point in the universe, but everywhere, all at once. There's no center point from which everything is moving away. Instead, every point in the universe is moving away from every other point. In essence, the universe is like a giant cosmic dough, rising and expanding everywhere at once. So what have we learned about our ever-expanding universe? We've discovered that our cosmos is growing, and its evidence is reflected in the redshift phenomenon. Imagine the universe as a dough, rising and stretching in all directions. This expansion isn't happening at a single point, but all around us, everywhere, all the time. The more we learn about the universe, the more we realize how it's teeming with mysteries, and its expansion is just one of them, waiting to be unraveled.